Are you confused about which one to use between will and going to? Let's find out in this video. Hi everyone, Teacher Dong here, and today we are going to learn when to use will and going to. But before that, don't forget to download the free practice test which I made just for you, which you can find the link down in the description box below. So, let's get started. In English, there are many words and phrases which are confusing, especially for us English as a second language or foreign language learners. One of those are the word will and the phrase going to. Now the big question is, how do we know which one to use? And the answer is, it depends with the situation. Now, let's look at 3 situations where we can use either will or going to, where we can use will only, and where we can use going to only. Let's start with either will or going to. First, we use either will or going to when we talk about something that is possibly happening in the future. Now, take note of the word possibly. That means maybe, there's a chance. Meaning, we are not really sure if that something is going to happen in the future. Let's look at some examples. Number 1, Jason will study tonight. Number 2, Jason is going to study tonight. Now, these 2 sentences mean that it is not sure if Jason is going to really study tonight. Very easy, right? Now, let's go to the second situation. For our second situation, we use either will or going to when we predict the future using the words like imagine, think, hope, expect, etc. However, some books say that there's a slight difference as to when we use them. According to such books, we use will in a formal situation, and we use going to in an informal situation. Let's look at some examples. For a formal situation, I imagine the concert tickets will be sold out tomorrow. Now, in this case, the speaker could be a manager, a coordinator of that event, speaking to his or her colleagues in the office. For informal situation, I imagine the concert tickets are going to be sold out tomorrow. Now in this case, the speaker could be just any person talking to his friend or any family members. Anywhere, in the park or on the phone. Very easy, right? Now, let's look at some situations where we can only use will. For the first situation, we use will only if we make a prediction based on our opinion or prior experience. For example, you should attend the party tomorrow. Jason will be happy to see you. In this sentence, the person speaking is assuming that Jason will be happy to see that someone because maybe the speaker knows both of them. And that someone could be Jason's crush or maybe just a friend. Let's go to the second one. Second situation, we use will if something is to be done promptly. This means that something is to be done at the moment of speaking. For example, I still have some cash left. I will have more shots before I go home. In this sentence, well, it's obvious that the person is out drinking, and that person realizes that he or she has some money left, so he or she decides to go for more shots before heading home. Let's go to the third one. For our third situation, we use will if we make offers, requests, promises, and threats. For example, I will let you drive the car tomorrow only if you wash it first. Now in this situation, the speaker of course is offering someone that she or he can drive the car only if he or she can wash it first. Let's go to the fourth one. For our fourth situation, we use will to state an ability. For example, the machine will work again if you replace the broken part. Now, I guess this is very self-explanatory, right? So let's move on to situations where we can use going to only. For our first situation, we use going to if the future event is arranged or previously planned. For example, I am going to the party at 8 p.m. tomorrow. Now, in this situation, well, of course, the party was planned already, like what we normally do. So going to is the best phrase to use. For our second situation, we use going to if we make a prediction based on current evidence. For example, the volcano is spewing smoke and ashes. It looks like it's going to erupt. In this situation, the current evidence is the spewing of ashes and smoke. Therefore, the speaker predicts that the volcano is going to erupt. Now, using a chart, let's have a recap of all the things we discussed so that we get to see all of the situations in one screen. You can find the link of the chart down in the description box below. Let's start. Alright, so that's all for today. I hope that you learned something from the lesson. Don't forget to download the practice test, okay? And if you liked this tutorial video, please share it to your friends and hit the subscribe button. So again, I am Teacher Dong, and don't forget to study, practice, repeat. See you in the next one. Bye!